Hey folks, it's Dr. Jeffries behind the mask. I want to give you a quick tour of the Dendro Lab. We're here on the second floor of Biltmore. Let's see what we're up against here. So first I'm going to scan my ID. So once you're in, right, you have the scanner and you need to put your ID flat until you see the green light, which unlocks the door. Let's go on in. So the first thing you need to do is scan this QR code. So this is a way of us tracking the number of people in the room, and I think it works where you can go online and see how many people are in here because we have a maximum occupancy of 8 people in the Dendro Lab. That's because we're all on kind of one side of the room. So I want to give you a quick tour of the Dendro Lab. This is our amazing lab. This had great LED lighting now that comes on when you walk in. And you have the specimens for each week. I want to quickly show off these amazing drawings. So this was done by one of our teaching assistants, Duncan Frazier. This was his honors project for dendrology last year when he was a student. And he really generously donated those drawings to the lab, so they're original drawings. And you're gonna find them really helpful in your learning the ID. So masks are required, scan in when you walk in the door. I wanna show you, I have the whole setup here for keeping yourself clean. So because we don't have regular cleaning here in the lab, I have soap and water and paper towels for you to use. So, right, make sure you wash your hands thoroughly before you come in. And then again, when you leave, okay, you can kind of walk out backwards, and that way we'll try and minimize any transmission of the virus. So I want to show you here. So each of these specimens is here in trays, right? They're labeled. So you can see each of the specimens in review. You're welcome to pick up the cards, take them away, and then quiz yourself. So that's a really good way to study. And each week, I hope to have this whiteboard with some study questions, right? So this is gonna help you learn the species, right? So again, wear your mask, wash your hands while you're in the lab. We can't have food in the lab, which is too bad, but makes sense, right? So study questions, right? So looking through your list of species you're learning this week, which one of those have compound leaves, which have an opposite leaf arrangement. These are ways for you to get to start sorting the species that we're learning into patterns. So quick tour of the Dendro Lab, and then we'll have specimens here on the end. There's one for next week that we're gonna learn, where I'm gonna teach that's only available in the lab. So it's an important species to know, but we don't have any here on campus, so we're gonna teach it via specimens in the lab and also the regular videos. So you can see each of the species that's in the pan of water. So that's all the lab species. It is going in, we open the lab and change out the specimens. One of our tutors does that, Marin, and she plans to do that every Friday. So by Friday mid-morning, the lab will be open with the species that we learned that week, and then they'll be there till the following Friday. So please make use of the lab. Make use of these amazing drawings that we have, and that's another great study resource for you. Last thing before you leave, come back over to wash your hands again. Please don't mess with these specimens on the shelf. We're gonna get them out bit by bit, but they're organized. They may not look organized, but they're organized in a certain way, and so we need to keep those straight. But before you leave, wash your hands, and then you need to come back over and scan this QR code again so you're checking out. That way it doesn't look like you're here in the lab. If we do have a full lab and there's 8 people in here and there's people waiting, try and limit your time to about 20 minutes. Frequent stopping by is really helpful, and the lights will turn off for you when you leave. So thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you here soon.